Hello guys, this is Dragox55 here, and today we're going to be playing some Vylons. Now, if you don't know what Vylons is, it's a... Gosh darn, how do I explain this? It's a synchro deck. I mean, it does have the capabilities of a... You might hear some clicking of the controller, but oh well. It's a synchro something, I don't remember what the... I can't think of the words right now, I'm sorry. When this card is almost summmoned, you can target one quit spell card in your grave. Oh, okay, I remember that now. Basically, it's a synchro based, or, well, it's an okay hand, I guess. I guess I'll summon the tuner. But, anyways, it's a synchro based, it could be XYZ based deck, kind of like Morphtronics, where they use a lot of equip based stuff. It's kind of like if Benkai was a synchro based deck, which I guess that's Morphtronics. But, you know, I'm just trying to think of if people say, no, that's not the same thing, or something like that. So yeah. So basically the point of my version of the deck is to use Vylon Element to get out a bunch of tuners to make our big buddy over here. Where is he? No, this one. Because you need two tuners, you would make this, and this card would wreck field. But you will see in the deck recipe what I'm talking about, so. Or know what I'm talking about when you see the deck recipe, so. Oh yeah, that's the thing that can be targeted. This is the one that gives you 600. Oh, I barely play this deck, so I barely remember it. I could use Scrap Dragon. Yep. Okay, only to Vylons. I wasn't sure if it was only Vylons or not. Alright. Let's see. I like the Scrap Dragon option. Taya usually doesn't have any traps. The only reason I'm doing her is because of the fact that I get to show off the deck, so yeah. And also I'm showing off my, or testing out my new microphone. That's what it's called. Couldn't think of the name for some reason. Alright, so I don't need 1,000 attack. And we'll destroy this. Did not mean to target the monster, but whatever. Alright, so Vylon Element activates, and I can add a tuner from my deck to hand, or field. I can't even think straight. And there's a dog. 2 seconds, as this has a mute button. That was weird. Anyways, how long is this video? Yeah, I tried. That was weird. Mike, do not stay unmuted like that again. I unmuted it for a little bit. I had to wait for like a good decent amount of time for that to mute, so maybe let's not mute that again. Hopefully. But with the dog barking and stuff, it's kind of hard for me to promise that. So yeah, so I need 2 tuners, so I need to destroy these 2, and I need a non-tuner so I can summon him and bring out the level 8 next turn. Oh, scapegoat, okay. Sure, we're just gonna destroy whatever's on the field. No. Alright. I mean, it's kind of difficult to understand at first, but once you get things rolling, then you understand it quickly. Just like Morphtronics, where when you have Power Tool, and then you just spam a lot of cards. So we're gonna summon out this. That usually would activate if I had a equipped card in the graveyard, but because I don't, it doesn't activate, well, it doesn't resolve let's say that. So we do this. And doesn't matter what we equipped it to. Activate Scrap Dragon. This works with another card in the deck called Rod of Chaos, I think it is. Or Chaos, or whatever it's called. But, this is just another way you can do this. So you do this, and you get to summon out the big old... Actually, hold on. Because I forgot Vylon cards can search them out. I personally think I want the Piercer. I have my glasses off right now, so I hope I chose the right one. Yeah, it's the Piercer. My eyes were bugging me from my glasses, so couldn't just leave it on. That's kind of silly. So, we have 4 and 2 tuners. It's kind of like summoning out Nova Dragon, Red Nova Dragon, where you need like 2 tuners and 1 non-tuner. Yeah. So, it has to be a non-tuner Vylon monster. So we're gonna do this. 1, 2, 3. Now this is very optional. You can go into like XYZ plays and stuff too. But yeah. Also, another thing to keep in mind if you're trying to build this deck, Vylon Element makes it so that the monster special summoned can only be used for a Vylon Synchro. So if you were planning on like, I don't know, maybe like 2 cards and making a Stardust or something, doesn't work. It has to be for a Vylon monster. The Quinta monster. I'm just gonna put it on this, don't even care. Vylon Prism is pretty nice. We'll put it on this. I'm just putting everything on Vylon Prism. Or Omega. I think his name is Omega, right? Yeah. When this card is single summon, destroy all face up monsters that were normal summoned or set this turn. You can target 1 violent monster in your graveyard, equip that target to this card during either player's turn. When a monster effect activates, you can send 1 spell card. Okay, I see. Yeah, Omega's pretty sweet, but, you know. So I can send an equip to equip another card, but it's not really needed. Because it's pretty much over by this point. Or, well, it would be if she didn't have 8,000 life points. Or, yeah, 8,000 life points. So let's see. Omega is at a grand total of 3,800. When I attack, 4,800. Plus I do piercing damage with it, so there is a little problem with Vylons, is that they take up a lot of room in the back row. So you need to be careful with that. But other than that, it's not too bad. Yeah, I think I used Scrap Dragon this turn. No. So another thing to note is Vylon cards. The Vylon equip spells, whenever they're sent to the grave, I think it is, or destroyed, whatever, that I get to search out another Vylon equip spell, or no, another Vylon spell card. So it's pretty nice. Let's see. 2. I need 3, right? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do this and get rid of Tetra, maybe? Yeah, let's just get rid of Tetra and get rid of the back row this time. Would you like to change our card to the activation of this? What? No. This card, Omega's pretty sweet. Oh, did not mean to bump that. So yeah, I currently have this mic on 2 boxes on my bed. Oh boy. Doesn't even matter what I summon out now. I pretty much can end this right now because of the fact that I do piercing damage, so. Yeah, yeah. That was pretty easy. How long did that take? 9 minutes 25. Alright. That's basically what I'm going to show off of this deck. Because if I tried using this in multiplayer, it would be kind of too slow to compete with people. So, you know. Well, it's not really slow to compete with people, but I just really wanted to show it off. Because there's so many, like, stuff that people can play, so I couldn't show off how to use the deck instead of stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! MD. Switching legs, sorry. But anyways, if you enjoyed, I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time when we do something else. And stop.